Puffy and Eric Von Zip. You was telling me before the interview that you wanted to speak about their relationship and clarify some things, right?
Well, the thing about it is that Puff used to say that Zip was his uncle. You understand? Puff used to say that Zip was his uncle, and people trying to say that Zip worked for Puff father. Zip ain't never worked for Puff father. Puff father wasn't that big for Zip to be working for him. Freddie Myers ran that whole area over there. From 110th Street all the way up to 118th, 23rd, that's Freddie Myers blocks. Those was not Puff father's blocks. So people don't know what they talking about when they say Zip used to work for his father. That's some bullshit. And I told you the story that Freddie Myers told us about that. Now, the relationship with Zip and Keefe D, whenever I saw them, we were either partying or they were gambling, shooting dice. 20, 30,000, 10,000 in the game. You know what I'm saying? They throwing licks for 20, 10, 15. They were shooting dice for big money. You understand? I told y'all that one time when Tretch came in there with Arnell Simpson on his arm and he took all their money. Tretch was my boy. I was like, yeah. And when he walked out the door, Big Gene, hit him up. Tretch always looked out. Hit him up. So now, I never, ever seen Keefe D and Puff have a conversation about doing anything to Tupac or Suge Knight. There's only one Crip, and I said this before, that I ever heard to say somebody, and that was D-Mac. And that was a dude who worked at Sean John, that he was a Crip out there in California. And that night when I told them somebody gonna come kill us, he said, yo, we lock and load together. We lock and load together. I said, I don't see none of you niggas locking nothing. I don't see none of y'all loading nothing. So now, I never seen them have no conversation about doing nothing to Pac or nothing to Suge, Keefe D, or none of them. You understand what I'm saying? Only seen D-Mac say that. Yo, I got these dudes out there. I told Puff I got to. Yo, he never said it around Puff. He said it around us. Showing off, I guess. So now, when Pac got murdered, I don't know how much time had elapsed, but my man was sitting on the block on 112th Street. Zip had came around in the new, I don't know what was it. I don't know if it was the Aston Martin. I don't know if it was the Rolls. It was something. I forgot the car. And that's when he showed us a check for $1 million and said he got it from Black Ground Records, Barry Hankerson, and Jimmy Henchman. Showed us the check, put it right. Said $1 million, when you own a record company, that's what's going into my mind. That's what I'm thinking. Then when this came out years later and said they gave Zip $1 million for that he was supposed to be giving Keefe D them for the Tupac thing, I'm like, I seen that check. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know for sure, because what he said was he got it from Black Ground Records, for selling Black Ground Records. So now, if you want to tie it into that, then you do the investigation. You prove why he got the $1 million and who gave him the $1 million, who cashed the $1 million check, because they still got a bookkeeping for $1 million somewhere, no matter when they gave it to him, when they did it. You got it?
I got it.
So now, when I seen him, it was always just partying, fun and game and stuff like that. And gambling.